Morning students, today let us learn about real numbers. Let us recall the information about the real numbers already we have learned in 9th class. So let us look at natural numbers. Natural numbers set is denoted by capital N. So natural numbers are started from 1. By adding 1 to the preceding we can get the next number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so and so. And if you add 0 to natural number, that is whole numbers. Whole numbers W equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so and so. This is whole numbers. If you add negative integers to the whole numbers, that is the integer. Integer set is denoted by I or J. Negative numbers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so and so. And 0, 1, 2, 3, so and so. So now the numbers in the form of fraction form, ratio form, those are called rational numbers. So rational number set is denoted by Q. The numbers in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q are integers, Q not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. 2 by 3, 5 by 7, 1 by 3, 1 by 7, 8 by 3. So those are rational numbers. Now we have another set, irrational number. Before going to define irrational numbers, now let us see the some rational numbers. Now see rational numbers. Rational numbers, if you convert into decimal form, rational numbers means those are the fractional. So fractions, if you convert into decimal using division method, so see here 8 by 5. 8 by 5 is a rational number. So to convert into decimal form, I am dividing 8 with 5. So divide 8 with 5. 5 ones are 5. 8 minus 5, 3. So 3 is lesser than 5. So take point. By putting here point in the quotient, we can write 0 here. Now 30. 30 is larger than 5. So 5 divides 30. So 5 6 are 30. 30 minus 30, 0. Now, so 8 by 5 is equal to 1.6. Okay. Now here after decimal point, how many digits are there? Only one digit. So countable. After decimal, the digits are countable. This decimal is called terminating. Terminating means ending. For example, if any employee is not doing job, any labor is not doing, terminated. Terminated means they are removed from the job. So this is 1.6 is the terminating decimal. So rational numbers, some if you convert into decimal form, some are terminating decimals. They ending decimal point. Non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating, not terminated. After decimal there is no end point. We can if you count, that is we can't count after decimal. So recurring means repeated. See here 1 by 3. So divide 1. So 1 is less than 3. So take point. By putting point here we can take 0. So 3 3 is a 9. 10 minus 9 1. Again 1 is less than 3. So take 0. 3 3 is a 9. Again 1. Repeating 1 same. So 0.3 3 repeated. So 1 by 3 is equal to 0.3333, so and so. So that is 3 is repeating. Whatever the digit, whatever the part is repeating, underline that above. This is 0.3 bar. That means 3 is repeating. 3 is the repeated decimal part. So here 1 by 3 equal to 0.3 bar. So if you take 1 by 3, some other, those are non-terminating, no ending after decimal point, and recurring, repeating. Okay, are you getting here? If you have any doubt, sir, non-terminating, no end point. Recurring means repeating. Some other not repeated. Okay, these are repeated decimals. Some may be not repeated. Non-terminating, non-recurring. So non-terminating, non-recurring. Non-terminating and non-recurring. Those decimals are called irrational number. For example, if you take 0.23587 801 2 3, there is no after decimal, there is no pattern to repeat. So these type of decimals are no end point after decimal, so non-terminating, no any part is not repeating, so these are called non-terminating non-recurring decimals. So these type of decimals numbers are called irrational numbers. Irrational number set is denoted by Q dash. Already we learned in the 9th class, and we have real number chapter. We already learned much about the real numbers. So this not in the form of P by Q. The numbers not in the form P by Q. We cannot express in the form of P by Q are called irrational numbers. Root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, so and so are called irrational numbers. Already we have learned set concept in the 10th class. Here see, all the elements in the natural number set are in the whole number. So natural number set is subset to whole number and subset to W. And W, all the elements in the W are in the integer set. So W subset to I. All the integers are in rational number. So why? Because if you take 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Okay. So if you take any integer 5, 15 can be written as 45 by 3 or 15 by 1. So all the integers are in rational number. So integer set subset to Q. See here, N subset to W, W subset to I subset to Q, Q subset to R. Every rational number is a real number. So now real number set is the combination of rational and irrational union. Union means combined of rational numbers and irrational numbers is called real number set. Okay. So this is about the real numbers. Now let us see here terminating decimal, non-terminating recurring decimals. So if you take any rational number, that rational number may be terminated or non-terminating recurring decimals. How they have? Let us see what is the pattern of that numerator and denominator. Let us see what is the some specific relation of the denominator when the decimals are terminating. When the decimals are terminating decimals. Let us discuss about the terminating decimals. The terminating decimals, we will let us generalize one property. Okay. Now see here, I am taking some terminating decimals. These are terminating decimals. 0.375. After decimal, how many digits are there? 3. It's countable. 1.04. After decimal, 2 digits are there. Countable. 12.5. 0.875. Let us convert into P by Q form. So 0.375, converting decimal into rational number. So that means remove the decimal point. So 0.375. Remove decimal point 0.375. After decimal, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3. That is 1000. So 1000 has 3 zeros. So this can be written as 10 power 3. So 375 by 10 power 3. Now 1.04 convert into P by Q form. Remove this decimal point, that is 104. After decimal 2 zeros, so 100. So 100 has 2 zeros, that can be written as 10 into 10, that is 10 square. So here 12.5. 125. After point only one digit, so that is 10. So here 0.0875, that is 00875 by after point 4 digits, so 4 zeros. So this is 10 power 4. Now if you see, if we convert the terminating decimals into P by Q form, you see every denominator. See all the denominators here, 10, 10 square, 10 power 3, 10 power 4. So if you convert the terminating decimals into P by Q form, those P by Q forms, Q, the denominator has powers of 10. The denominator is in the form of 10 power n. So P by Q, where Q equal to 10 power n. Now let us simplify. These are in the form of P by Q, but numerator and denominator have some common factor. So if the numerator and denominator has any common factor, we can simplify that rational number. Now let us simplify. After simplified, now let us find the relation of any numerator or denominator. Let us see. Now let us see problems. Already we discussed this up to here. Now let us simplify the numerator and denominator. So we are simplifying the rational number. So factorize, prime factorize 375. 375 prime factorization. Okay. So for unit place is 5. So it is divisible by 5. So divide with 5. 5 7s are 35. 35 means 2 carry forward 25. 5 5 is 25. Now again units place 5 divisible by 5. 5 1s are 5. So remaining 2 25. So 5 5 is 25. Now 5 3s are. Okay. So last 3 is prime number. So 375 can be written as 5 into 5 into 5 into 3. So 5 multiplied 3 times. So 5 power 3, 3 ones, 3 power 1. So numerator is factorized and written as 5 power 3, 3 power 1, 10. 10 can be factorized as 5 into 2. Okay. So here 5 power 3, 2 power 3. So here 5 power 3 can be cancelled. 3 by 2 power 3. Okay. See this? 3 by 2 power 3. So this can be written as 2 power 3 is 8. 3 by 8. 3 and 8 are co-primes. Co-prime means these two have no common factors. These two are not primes but co-primes. 3 is a prime, 8 is not prime. Co-prime means the 3 and 8 have only one common factor, that is 1. Next, see 104 by 10 square. 104 can be factorized. 104 units place is 4. It is divisible by 2. So 2 5 is 10, 2 2 is again units place 2. Divisible by 2. 2 2 is 4. 1 carry forward 12. 2 6 is 12. 2 13 is 13 1s. So 104 is 2 into 2 into 13 into 1. 2 repeated 3 times, 2 power 3, 13. So 104 can be written as 2 power 3, 13. So here 10 can be written as 2 into 5. 2 square, 5 square. So here take 2 power 2 numerator, that is 2 power 3 minus 2, that is 2 power 1. Okay, are you getting? 2 goes to numerator, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now 5 square. See the denominator 5 square, 25. 2 3 13 is 26. 26 and 25 are co-primes. Now let us see 875 by 10 power 4. So 10 power 4 can be written as 2 into 5. 2 power 4, 5 power 4. 875 can be written as 5 cube 7 power 1. See here. 875 factorized, prime factorized. That can be written as 5 cube into 7 power 1. So 5 power 3. Take this 5 power 3 denominator. 4 minus 3, that is 5 power 1. 7. So what is the denominator? This is the denominator. And 2 power 4 means 16. 16 5 is 80. Now here 125 by 10. 125 can be written as 5 cube. 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So 5 goes to numerator. 5 power 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 5 square by 2 power 1. Denominator is 2. 25 and 2 have only 1 is a common factor. So these two are co-primes. Now here, now the rational numbers are simplified. Simplified means numerator and denominator are co-primes. Now if you observe, these are the terminating decimals. If we convert the terminating decimal into P by Q, see the denominator after simplified the rational number. See the denominator 2 power 3 here. Here 5 power 2. Here 2 power 4 into 5 power 1. Here 2 power 1. If the terminating decimal convert into p by q after simplified then the denominators are in the form of 2 power something, 5 power something, 2 power something, 5 power something. So the denominator contains 2 power n or 5 power m or 2 power n into 5 power m. Are you getting? If the terminating decimals are converting into p by q and simplified, then the denominators q is in the form of 2 power n or 5 power m or 2 power n into 5 power m. Okay, see here only 2 power something there, only 5 power something there. Here 2 power something into 5 power something. Here 2 power. So you can generalize. You can take any terminating decimal. If you convert into p by q form and simplify, then that denominator can be written in the form 2 power n or 5 power n or 2 power n into 5 power n. This way, if you generalize this, we have theorem. Let x be a rational number whose decimal form terminates, then x can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-prime. Here 3, 8, 26, 25, 70, 80, 25, 2 are co-primes. And the prime factorization of q, this q prime factorization for q is of the form 2 power n into 5 power n, where n comma m are non-negative integers. This is the theorem. That means if we rational number whose decimal form is terminates, that denominator is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Okay. Right, students. Now today let us discuss the rational numbers in the form of p by q, where q is in the after factorization of q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. Now let us see those are terminate decimals or non-terminate recurring decimals. So here see 8 can be written as 2 power 3. So here denominator is in the form of 2 power n. So to convert this into decimal form, now let us convert this denominator into the form of 10 power something. Okay. So to convert power of 10, here 2 power 3. So multiply and divide with 5 power 3. So 2 power 3 into 5 power 3. Powers are same. So 2 5s are 10. 10 power 3. So 5 cube is 125. 3 into 125 is 375. 10 cube means 1000. 10 into 10 into 10. Now here denominator has 3 zeros. So from right to left, write 3 digits before point. 1, 2, 3. 3 digits before point. That means 0.375. Now let us see another one. 26 by 25. This denominator for 25 can be written as 5 square. So here to make this denominator as 10 power something, here 5 square. So multiply numerator and denominator with 2 square. Whatever the 5 power, multiply with that base is 2, power is same as 5. So here 5 square, so multiply with 2 square. So 2 multiply and denominator with 2 square. 2 square, 2 square. What is 2 square? 4. Here 5 square into 2 square, 5 2s are 10, 10 square. 26 4s are 104. Okay now. So here 10 square is 100. So here denominator has 2 zeros. So 2 digits before point. 1, 2. 0 before point. That is 1.04. Now let us see another problem. 7 by 80. Here 80. If you factorize 80, if you prime factorize 80, 2 40s are, 2 20s are, 2 10s are, 2 5s are. So how many times 2 repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 power 4, 5 power 1. Okay. See here, 2 power 4 into 5. So to make this denominator as a power of 10, here 2 power 4. So here we require 5 power 4 Already 5 power 1 is there. So we require 5 power 3. So multiply numerator and denominator with 5 cube. So that means here 2 power 4, 5 power 1, 5 power 3, 5 power 4. So 5 cube is 125. 2 power 4 into 5 power 4 is 2 5 is 10. 10 power 4. 7 into 125. 875. 10 power 4 means 10,000. So 10,000 means 4 zeros. So 4 digits before point. 4 digits means here 5, 7, 8. Only 3 digits. There is no fourth digit. But here we can write 0. Now how many digits are there? 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 digits before point. So that is 0.875. Now see here 25 by 2. So denominator 2. So to make this denominator as a power of 10, multiply with 5. 2 5 is 10. 25 5 is 125. Here denominator has only 1 0. 1 digit before point. 5 before point. 12.5. Now from these all examples we conclude that if the denominator is in the form of P by Q, where Q is factorized, then the Q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, where m comma n are non-negative integers. Then that P by Q rational number decimal expansion is terminates. That P by Q is terminate decimal. Okay, if you convert that into decimal, that the decimal is terminate decimal. So that is the generalization of from these 4 examples. What we are generalizing, that is the theorem, that is converse of yesterday theorem. See, x equal P by Q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of Q. So when Q is for prime factorized of the form 2 power n, 5 power n. See, 2 power 3, 5 power 2, 2 power 4 into 5 power 1 or 2 into 5. So after factorized Q, that is in the form of 2 power n, 5 power m, where n comma m are non-negative integers, then this x has a decimal expansion which terminates. Terminates means the decimal in the decimal part the number of digits are countable. End. The decimal part has end. Okay. So this is the yesterday theorem converse. What is yesterday theorem? If any if any rational number having decimal expansion terminates, that can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where Q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. Converse. Decimal expansion terminates, then Q can be written in the form 2 power n, 5 power n. That is yesterday theorem. Here, if the rational number Q is in the form of 2 power n, 5 power m, then this rational number has decimal expansion which terminates. This rational number has terminate decimal. Okay. Now let us see do these problems. We have 4 problems. I will explain you 2. Let us see these 2 examples. 7 by 25. 25 factorized 5 square. So 5 square multiply with 2 square. Numerator and denominator. 5 square, 2 square, 10 square. 2 square is 4. 4 7 is 28. 10 square is 100. 2 digits. 2 digits before point. 0.28. Here 51 by 64. 64 can be written as 2 power 5. So 2 power 6. So multiply the numerator and denominator with 5 power 6. So 2 power 6 into 5 power 6, 10 power 6. If you find 5 power 6, multiply 5 6 times, then multiply with 51, you can get this is 7,96,875. 10 power 6 means 10 lakhs. Okay. So here 6 zeros, that means 6 digits before point. Here is a point. Okay. So we have 2 theorems. Just keep in your mind, what is the first one? When the rational number has decimal expansion, have any decimal expansion terminate decimal. See, the rational number whose decimal form is terminates, then that can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. Okay na? A rational number has decimal expansion which terminates, then that can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m, where m comma n are non-negative positive integers. That is yesterday theorem. That is converse. Converse means where p by q will be a rational number. If q is prime factorized, q is in the form of 2 power m 5 power m, then this x has decimal expansion which terminates. Okay, so you keep in the mind when p by q can be written as 2 power n or 5 power n or 2 power n into 5 power m, then that rational number has decimal expansion which terminates. Okay, students, thank you. Do the problems of do this. See, I will show do these problems. So this do these problems you have to do. I already explained.